Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWAH, double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, and shalom to my YAHAWAH who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahawaah? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind. And the key word we're going to be looking at today is effeminate. All right. So basically what we're looking at is the effeminate in terms of not necessarily, going all the way, or people that are saying that they abuse themselves with mankind. Okay. As I think I can't really say the actual term, but it's the proper, the ones, the Jakes that act like, basically that act like their mother because they were raised in single mother households, okay? Which, is, well, let's actually get this, because the inspiration to do this lesson was, this video I saw from Elder Apostle Tahar, okay, where he basically, I was watching this video and I saw this and it very much so resonated with me, because I definitely understood the grievance that he had, because I also see this type of behavior in these so-called men so oftenly, okay, and it genuinely disgusts me when I see it from another man that's supposed to be what's it called, a so-called straight man, all right, who likes women and is freaking like trying to, like, they're supposed to be manly or whatever. Like, I don't know what type of terminology you want to use, but like this, it's disgusting when I see, grown ass men, bitch tendencies. All right. Now let's get to hear what Elder Apostle Tahar said about it.
Give the Lord, when I will make a new covenant. Make a new covenant with
like the black woman, she's like the women that you dealt with. All of a sudden, you're going home. They want to eat in the car. So why the fuck you going to eat in the car? Wait till you get home. They can't wait. They have no discipline. He has no discipline, man. As Gunnery Sergeant Hartman says, you're a disgusting fat body. This nigga likes to eat.
The house of Israel and with the house of.
And that's disrespectful. You teaching, and here's this guy eating whatever the fuck he's eating. This is fucking disrespectful, man. Here we are having a discussion, and you got a big bowl of soup, Campbell soup or whatever, eating and shit. Spit coming out your mouth. I despise you, Christians.
Not everybody. That's the point of the. So no, this is not that covenant. No, this is not.
This dude reminds me of the fat boy. He reminds me of Element 7. On a little fast talking ass.
Oh, I answer. Go ahead. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand.
No, this is how they make a new covenant. That's the new covenant right here.
It says you're gonna make a new covenant.
So we're not in that covenant. We're not in that covenant right now. No. I agree with you. You go.
Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers.
The new covenant is gonna be fulfilled when we are.
All right, so yeah, basically, well, actually, let's watch the second part as well.
Okay. In the Old Testament, part of covenant, sacrifice. Okay, I see. Yes.
He was raised up in a single-family household with his mother. He got that shit from his mother. Your mother be eating and talking. That's some old black woman shit. Have enough discipline to hold that motherfucking soup in a damn bag until you get to some spot you can put it in a microwave or an oven. This is completely disrespectful. It's like niggas coming up smoking a damn cigarette.
Covenant sex. Okay, right? If there's a future covenant that Christ is going to establish.
All right, so yeah, basically, that's what all he had to say. I think he said more, but yeah, we don't need to go into it anymore. This is the what's the word? The tendencies that these men, develop as after they acquire, or it's like not develop, but acquire from watching, the only, what's it called, figurehead, lives, which in most cases for most Jake men, it was their women. It was their not women, their mother. All right, a lot of them grew up in single mother household, not single parents, because there was a study done that was saying that a lot of times Well, yes, it is best to have both parents, but the fact of the matter is that if a kid, boy or girl, if they grow up in a single father household, they're more likely to turn out better than they did in a single mother household. All right, because number one, as Elder Apostle Tahar said, there's the discipline that the father has a lot more than a mother would display. All right, not just display, but also show. Okay, and the sad part is that I will say at the very least, okay, even though this is a perfect example of that, but at the very least, the mothers of today are a lot worse than the mothers back then. All right, and the thing is that a lot of these men are. Well, let me actually get that from the scriptures. Okay, a lot of Israelite men are raised in single mother households. Okay, single mother households. So, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Okay, so the parent, the father is going to leave. This is one of the curses. And who else is known? What other nation is known for this? Okay, it's primarily the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Okay, they are the ones that don't really, or the children don't get to see their parents not parents, but father. All right, the father isn't usually in their lives. Okay, causing all sorts of different problems. And this is a sad reality, and as well as one of the identifiers that shows that we are the Israelites. We are in fact the Israelites. Okay, that the Bible speaks of, and the Lord is dealing with us and no one else. All right. So, in addition to that, okay, it also goes to show. Let me get this. Oh yeah, it also goes to show this. Matthew chapter 24, verse 24. For there shall arise many false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. And the thing is that it's not just these false prophets, okay, or false Hamashiachs that are going to show great signs, okay, or it's like not necessarily show great signs, but deceive the elect. But it's also all these different, devices, all these different snares and traps, all these different, what's the word? Influencer type things that are going to deceive, the people and make the people think or act a certain way. All right, which we see in what's that one thing called? Like Little Nas X and all these things, like all the wicked ways, Lakia, that Israel should be acting. While yes, there might be some that repent from it, but like ultimately, what's it called? When we get into this truth, all right, there's not going to be any effeminate men. All right, there's not going to be any homosexual men of the Lord. All right, there's not going to be no what's that other one? Gangbanger men of the Lord. All right, they will, if they are truly in this truth, then they will have repented or just got that out of their lives completely. All right. In terms of the wickedness. All right, like this is a testament to if we are truly of the elect or not. If we are, making progress to cut wickedness out of our lives, or if we're, and I'm not saying that we have to be perfect, because we're not going to be perfect. We're going to fall short in certain aspects. But I think it's safe to say maybe this is a bold claim. But you know what? I'm gonna I have to make this bold claim, because if you are a man of the Lord, okay, I highly doubt that you're going to be acting effeminate. All right, I think it's so. I'm making a safe claim by saying that if you are a man of the Lord, all right, you're not going to have a lot of hoe tendencies, feminine tendencies, feminine tendencies, or even better yet, you're not gonna have any type of homosexual desires. All right. So this is the thing that sets us apart as men of the Lord. All right. And the thing is, let me also get this. There might be some men that may have been weak men, but there's a difference between weak and effeminate. Let me get this. Joel chapter 3 verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. All right. So the weak are going to become strong. So that's the thing, Slocky, that's the thing. Like, kind of ashamed just to admit this, but that used to be me, because I know before I was in this truth, I couldn't look people in the eye, a lot of people, okay, and say, hey, you're going off, or say certain things to certain people. I used to have long hair, longer hair, all right, for a man. I used to have all these weak tendencies, weak things about me, all right, but now, I'm, well, even though it's like, I guess it's not necessarily tempered, it's not very mastered, but at the end of the day, I will say that I do have, I am more willing to, confront things, be confrontational, address things at the thing, all right, if the situation calls for it, and if I can, if it doesn't cause an issue for not just me, but the people around me, and that's the thing. Like, let me also get this. Okay, Matthew chapter 5 verse 5. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the kingdom. Now, what does meek mean? What is this? Quiet, gentle, and easily imposed on, submissive. Okay, and it's the thing. The thing is that we are submissive to YAHAWASHI. Okay, because at the end of the day, we still need to be men. All right, there's a difference between submitting to any random woman. All right, but there's a difference between submitting to any random. All right, let me also get this, as a matter of fact. Proverbs 31 verse 3. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. Okay, so you can't be giving your strength unto women, as in you can't be letting a woman boss you around or dictate how you act. You're supposed to be the head of the household as a man. You're supposed to tell your woman what to do. Your woman is not supposed to be telling you what to do as a man. And these are the things that us as men of the Lord are supposed to be developing. All right, at the very least, developing in this truth. Okay, because it's not necessarily again, I'm trying to make the difference that there is effeminate and there is also weak. Okay, so yes, we are supposed to be meek in terms of like submitting to YAHAWASHI, because YAHAWASHI is by natural order above us, and we're not supposed to be bucking up against him. But when someone is trying to like punk you or whatever, then of course, and that's when you're supposed to kind of like defend yourself verbally or physically if need be. All right. So, but also in addition to that, at the end of the day, you as the man, okay, doesn't matter how quote unquote weak you are, because you might be weak mentally, you might be weak in terms of like standing up for yourselves. Like you don't want to stand up for yourself or whatever and whatnot. Okay, but usually men tend to have the superior physical attributes. So you can't be letting your woman, and I'm not saying to go beating a woman or anything like that, or pisses you off. You just do a 1-2. No, all right. I'm just saying that at the end of the day, stand up for yourselves. Okay, be willing to just drop these women if they are being demons. And again, it's all in taking into account the discernment. All right, like if you are married in the eyes of the Lord, YAHAWASHI, then obviously you should attempt to work it out. But if they're being a demon, if they're not respecting you and you are not demanding respect, then you kind of gotta push through it, because the only way to divorce in the eyes of the Lord is if it's infidelity. So yeah, like try to have some discipline in that aspect, but it's lucky, but the main point still stands, that stand up for yourself, and don't be letting these women do all this stuff also. But at the same time, move in wisdom, like with the whole, they can lie on you and say, oh, you hit them, you abuse them. Be smart about it as well. Use your cameras or whatnot. I don't know. That's not even the freaking point, the lesson of the video, but slacky about that. Let me continue on. In addition to that, let me go over here. I think it's here. So, yeah, basically the men, there's a difference between a man that's trying to grow and to become, go from weak to strong, like, but they still hold that masculinity, Slakia, the masculinity, but there's also the difference between being effeminate. Okay, so let me move on. This is perfect transition. Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 31. Verse 31, even so in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword, and the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel therethrough. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. So this is what's going to happen. All the, what's the word, like, general men, or the heathen men. All right, not necessarily. And when I say heathen, I mean like, yes, there's heathens of the, as 2/3 men. All right, most of them are going to be, I'll say most of them are going to be destroyed by wars and by famine. Okay, the only men that's going to be left are the men of the Lord, which also, let me get this, Isaiah 4 from the top. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel, only let's be called by thy name to take away our reproach. And this is the thing, they're going to be looking for a man of the Lord. Okay, because when all hell breaks loose, then that's when the world, not just the women, but that, or everyone's that's left anyway, they're gonna know, all the things that the prophets were saying was true. They were right all along. All right, and then let me also get this, Isaiah 13 verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Okay, so a man's gonna be more precious than fine gold. A man's going to be precious because they're going to need a man for protection, as we read, okay, because they want the protection from the man. They said in Isaiah 4:1, it says, "Only let us be called by thy name." What does that mean to be married? They want when a woman marries a man, she takes his last name, so they want to be called by his name. They want to marry a man of the Lord to take away our reproach. So they want to be able to be exempt from all the death and destruction that's up and coming to Babylon. All right. So, and also, well, taking it one at a time. Firstly, as men of the Lord, we need to move in wisdom and not just think that this is a freaking a rap music video type stuff. Move in wisdom, like not just be letting these women take free outs, all right. But at the same time, if it's a woman of the Lord, or that was diligent and whatnot, then of course, and that's a completely different story, all right. Just move in wisdom and have the discipline to know, or have the move in wisdom and know how to handle certain situations, all right. Now next is what was the second aspect of it was how when all the death and destruction is going on, all right, the Lord is going to be protecting the men of the Lord, all right. But we also get this, going back into 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 9, okay. If you are effeminate, if you are not developing yourself, you're staying weak, you're staying effeminate, you're being wicked, all right, then there's no protection in just any old regular man. Even if the man is quote unquote manly and he's not effeminate, if he's not a man of the Lord, there's no protection that comes with him, okay. It might be a baseline protection of, oh yeah, he's willing to fight some random or multiple randoms, and what if he gets overpowered, outnumbered, outmatched, whatever, all right. And the fact is that at that point, and if you're with that type of man, that heathen man that's not a man of the Lord, then you're just going to become the prey. You're going to be the spoil of that battle, all right. If you as a woman, all right. But the main thing is, it's just men like these that are just going to be destroyed, because they were already the military, the U.S. military, Marines, whatever, I don't remember which one, maybe all of them, they were all trying to appeal to these types of people. The people, not necessarily these exact jakes that are acting effeminate, but the people that are a part of this world, that are a part of this society, that think that this type of behavior is okay. All right, they're already trying to appeal to that. So as a result, there are going to be a lot of people that, I guess their main thing would be having these are the type of people that are going to be destroyed, in these wars, as well as famines, war famines. Okay, these are the things. These are the people, because they can't defend themselves. They can't do anything, because everything, they're used to having everything done for them. In the sense of not necessarily I don't want to. In the sense of relying on the government. Whereas we don't rely on the government. We rely on YAHAWAH. Okay. Trust Egypt. Isaiah chapter 30 verse 2. That walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And this is who they are trusting in. Okay, they're trusting in Egypt or Babylon or America, all right, or whatever the government, in order to protect them and provide for them in their time of trouble. But when the government is like, okay, well, fuck you, you're on your own, all right, especially during that's another topic, Slock, yeah. fuck you, whatever, like, handle it yourself, then they're just gonna be deer in headlights. They're not gonna know what to do. All right. And as I said before, these are the type of people that's just gonna be, done for. Okay. But as men of the Lord, we have to be practicing discipline. Okay, we have to be practicing, being masculine. I don't know what the word. I guess basically, the one thing that a lot of women don't necessarily practice. Okay, well, usually. When I say that, I mean it in the sense of like not having a man or a head over them to actually guide them into the practice of discipline. Because I'm pretty sure I've seen like a lot of what's called Moabite and Ammonite women when they are with when they are with their men in those in their native countries, they have a lot of they tend to have a lot of discipline, whereas the the single women and all that shit, they don't have much discipline. They're just going off doing whatever, getting abroad. All right. So with that, that's basically it. We can't be weak, and we cannot be weak in this thing. We gotta, while we are in this truth, develop and attempt to become strong men of the Lord, while at the same time stand proud in that face, quote unquote, stand proud, but at the same time humble ourselves down to YAHAWAH and Yahawashi. Okay, understanding, and as well as understanding how you can, be proud as well as have some self-respect and discipline, but at the same time humbling yourself down and being a lowly ant, or recognizing yourself as a lowly ant, or even worse, or as in trash or dirt, whatever. All right, I'm not trying to down talk myself or anyone, but just understanding the metaphor, the hyperbole, okay, of lowering ourselves down to when it comes to YAHAWAH and Yahawashi, and then understanding that not letting anyone bitch you or anything like that or punk you, and even then we still need to know when we need to just take certain things and let certain people get away with certain stuff. All right. So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Rakakwadah, that belongs to the elders and apostles, great millstone, above the ball, and shalom.